I hate being a microphone tech. I made a post on Facebook today where I said I have yet to figure out a good way to hand a microphone to an amateur and have it go 100% flawless. The first comment I got was someone who said, oh, well, all you have to do is give them a quick microphone lesson before you hand them the microphone. Tell them how to hold it, how to speak into it, and everything should be fine. And my reply to that was, those are great tips if you gig in Fantasyland. I wasn't trying to be a smartass, but this is so frustrating for me. And when there's this complex issue and someone tells me that all I have to do is just do this thing, it just rubs me wrong because this is tough. Let me know what you're doing, and let me tell you how things go in my world. This is very typical. I'll have someone who's going to speak on the microphone, and I will say, listen, let me just give you a few tips on how to use the mic. You need to hold it up to your mouth so they can hear you. If you hold it here, if you hold it here, if you use it to dictate and punctuate like this, no one's going to be able to hear you. You must hold the microphone up to your mouth. Now, if you're going to set the microphone down, there's a little mute button right here. You can press it and set the mic down, because if you don't, you're going to hear a loud thud. And please do not drop the microphone, because if you do, you could damage it or the sound system, and it's going to make a loud noise. I know you've seen it on TV, but this is just not the thing to do. So please hold it to your mouth, and before you set it down, please press the mute button. Now, I never get that far into my explanation, because most of the time, it's something like this from whoever I'm trying to hand the microphone to. Yeah, I know how to use a microphone. They don't. So then I started prefixing all of this with things like, I know you already know this, I'm sure you do, but let me just give you a little refresher on how to use the microphone. Then you go through the whole thing. So you're not trying to make it sound like they don't know things that they think are obvious, but aren't. But you still get the whole, yeah, I know how to use a microphone, yeah. Even if you successfully bring them through how to use a microphone, 9 times out of 10, and I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, what happens is they end up passing the microphone to someone on a whim that you haven't spoken to about how to handle the mic. And then Beavis then passes the microphone to Butthead. And then Butthead then passes the microphone to Bart Simpson. Then Bart Simpson passes the microphone to Cartman from South Park. And no one knows how to use it. And what happens is, it could be the first person, it could be the second person, it doesn't really matter who it is. But they're going to hold the mic like this, and no one's going to be able to hear them because it's way down here. And everyone looks at you like you're the asshole. They're thrusting their finger in the air, and they're looking at you like you're the bad guy here, because no one can hear the speaker on the microphone. It couldn't possibly be an operator error. It has to be my problem. Well, it never is. I've got the mic where it works. I did a gig last week, and I did something I'd never done before, and it worked very well. I can't do this in every situation, but it did work in this one because I was really comfortable with the audience already. We had a relationship early on. It was kind of an intimate thing. So I did this. I took the wireless microphone and I said, hey everybody, how you doing? I'm about to hand the microphone to the head table. You can all hear me, right? Okay, so we know the microphone works. I'm just going to give the head table a quick microphone lesson in front of all of you so you understand how this works. And I took him through it. But I did it briefly. Please hold it to your mouth. If you hold it down here, they can't hear you anymore. If you're going to set the mic down, please mute it first, and please do not drop the microphone. I'm sure you're all going to do a great job. There you go. It worked. And if somebody screwed it up, and several did, the rest of the head table already knew what to do. Because the speaker would look at me, give me the whole turn it up thing because they weren't paying attention, and all the bridesmaids would go, put it to your mouth, stupid! So it worked. I can't do that at a corporate event. I can't do that at most events. But it worked at this wedding I did, and I thought it was pretty cool that they policed it themselves. So, is there a magic trick that I'm missing on how to get this to work? On how to not disrupt the event with everyone looking at me thrusting their fingers in the air because they can't hear the speaker because the speaker wasn't listening to me? And the only thing that I know to do with this in this scenario is to either say loudly or get on my microphone and say, you have to hold the microphone to your mouth. It sounds incredibly condescending, and I don't want to sound that way, but that's the direction that they need if they want to be heard. So, I don't know. I can't figure out a good way to do it. You got anything for me? Or are you as frustrated as I am? Either way, let us know in the comments section. Thanks for watching, practice, and enjoy.